Thank you, Hank. How about a big round of applause for Polka Family?
Why does that do that, or I do that before? No, it's just my face is there. It's on.
One, two.
What does that do? Okay.
Is that loud? It seems pretty loud, huh? One, two. There you go. Let's go. All right, folks, we're going to start out our final set for the evening. How's that volume? Is that loud? Is that loud? Okay, good. I'll make sure. Very good. Thank you, Jim. We're going to start out another polka for you. Right now, we're going to do this one especially for Robin and Jerry Pegg with us. We'll see them at the banquet tomorrow morning. They're up for an award, DJ of the Year. Is that correct? That's right. And also, did you guys do a special? You're up for that as well, right? Cool. All right, here we go. Especially also for Al and Linda Volek, all the way from Pennsylvania here with us. Nate, be on the bandstand tomorrow. Sunday. There you go. Here we go. One called Lament Piaga, Life of a Drunk.
So for Rosie and George up here.
Oh yeah, George and Rose, sorry.
And Jan.
And the entire Moroshik family in full force. They're here to celebrate Luke getting an award tomorrow morning as well. So that's your grandson. All right, very good.
Ciemnia sobie na mnie, że ja jak z tym pijam wszystko, a ja rzeczywiście piję liberalny korżak wszystko, a ja rzeczywiście piję liberalny korżak wszystko. Laseczka to mój bracicie, a stoliczek moja siostra. Nieszczęśliwi łebcze dzieci, co do mnie dość nie szli, pewnego żyłeczkę pili i mnie tak się nauczyli. Pewnego żyłeczkę pili i mnie tak się nauczyli. A to nie jest sobie kwiatem, potekła na czarnym ośle. Wystawy zjawił, kosmosy proszę. Wystawy zjawił, kosmosy proszę.
this set, one called Life of a Drunk. Lament Piaka. All right, one question. I know you're going to hear this song on Sunday, but you also may hear it from other bands. How many Johnny Cash fans we have in the house today? More than one or two. Okay. We're going to do a great Johnny Cash tune for you right now. One called Ring of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
For Olga and Runda.
That's why she said it, because I can't. Kolanowski's. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into the ring of fire. I fell into the burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The taste of love so sweet, when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Whoa, but that fire was a while. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burst, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher, and it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Alrighty, there you go. Who doesn't love a good Johnny Cash tune? Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Good to have you here. All right, we're going to go from Johnny Cash to about as Polish as you can get. One called Going to Poland. Here we go, Stacy on the vocal for you this time. Going to Poland.
Especially for Wally and Mary Rose out here. everybody.
Wally will also be at the banquet tomorrow. They're up for a number of awards. So, see you there. All right, here we go. Going to Poland. Stacy and Tammy or Vic and the vocals for you. One called Going to Poland. All right, we're going to do another polka for you. We're going to see how many we can cram into our last set. We hope you're all having a good time. You have Eddie Former Orchestra up here, wonderful band, also Polka Family, and we're doing our final set for you this evening. We're going to do one called We Were Made for Each Other. Polka tempo. Citizen at the bar. You haven't gotten a shout out yet tonight. Also, Bernie Kozlowski here with us, all the way from the Midwest. Going home tonight?
Also for our buddy Les, the photographer. Boy, that's drama right there. Stop. other. I'll be yours eternally. For as long as the wind blows, long as summer, fall, and spring, long as winter brings us home, I will love you constantly. We were made for each other. I'm for you, you're for me. There will never be another. I'll be yours eternally.
There we go. We were made for each other. Thank you. All right, I think we're going to try something very brave up here now. I don't know if you folks realize this or not, but Greg Blackburn, who's been living in Albany, New York for how many years now? 20-some whatever years. He started playing with the Newtones when he was 7 months old. So, that's right. And we said, you know, you're just not cutting it, kid. Come back when you're about 3. So, no, it really, how old were you started playing? 13, 14? Yeah, about 14 years old. He played with the band for a number of years, and then Sue and him decided to take their family to Albany. Actually, their family wasn't there yet. They made their family, most of it, in Albany. But Greg is a former member of the Newtones. So we'll... Okay, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. So, but anyway, we're going to get Greg up here to sing a song. He hasn't sung this song with us in probably about 20, 25 years. So, not Becky on that, so we'll see how that works out. I have a lot of faith in him. I have a lot of faith.
We can tell.
All right, he wants to send us one out, especially to his lovely wife, Sue. One called Ever Loving Arms. Wait, I got that wrong. He wanted to send it out to his mom instead for Alberta. Yeah.
That's my dad!
That's our little Joey Blackburn over here. Dr. Joey Blackburn. All right, here we go. Ever Loving Arms. This is gonna just be wonderful. Yeah, for Joe, we're gonna do one called Never Loving Arms.
I had to beg for attention, Coda.
And no kidding, we're really gonna do it this time. give her applause back there in bass guitar vocals. Woo. Mom is so proud of you. That was a treat for us on the bandstand as well, I'll tell you. All right, we had a request to do a song especially for my sister Marisha, Marianne. Also for Wayne back there working the door. Here's an old tune that those of you that are from Cleveland will definitely recognize this song. Mr. Lenny Daniels used to sing this song. And also I had a chance to record this with Andy and Steve Fennis back in the 1988, 1989, something like that. But it's called Fortunes of War Polka.
Jak to na wojence ładnie, jak to na wojence ładnie, kiedy ułam z konia spadnie, kiedy ułam z konia spadnie, jak to na wojence ładnie, kiedy ułam z konia spadnie, kiedy ułam z konia spadnie. This should bring back a few memories from those of you from the Cleveland area. You gotta trust me on this. We're gonna do one more. This is how they sing the song nowadays. At least that's what I heard. Spikonego karty młodzie, spikonego karty młodzie, zobaczcie się jutro młodzie, zobaczcie się jutro młodzie, spikonego karty młodzie, zobaczcie się jutro młodzie, zobaczcie się jutro młodzie. Alright, here we go. Let's see you out there. One more time. One called Fortunes of War. Oh, especially for you two, I forgot. Yes you did, Rose, I'm sorry. We're going to do that again just for you. Yeah.
That was when I graduated from high school. 77 was my first year at the Springs. My first year at Springs.
All right, we're going to get Dave to work on the vocal right now.
I lived through all that. So you knew Tracy Ray? Oh my God. Him and I used to have so much fun. We'd play bumper cards on the dance floor. I heard something. Yeah, there was no sweet tea shirts and the towels and stuff. Yeah. We'd play bumper cards at Columbia Grove in Chicago on the dance floor. We'd fly it until they had full.
All right, here we go. Dave on the vocal for you. One called I'm So Happy I Could Just Sing It.
He was the third. Can you imagine a 12-year-old plowing into a 30-year-old? And we bounced off and it danced out like that when I drink. I mean, that was
for you, Constantina. We are in the Mo's, that's right. Thank you, Jay, for pointing that out. His talents are boundless, right, Ed? All right, polka time once again. Everybody turn to somebody in the hall and send a song out to them. One called You Are the One. And don't forget, tomorrow morning we have the banquet, and we'll have a number of winners in each category, and then you can look at them and say, you are the one.
nie rzucę wiatrem i dwa, że nie będę zwiedzać się domą. Dziś na mnie i ale będziesz moją, twoja pierwsza składzi ci dom. Dziś na mnie wygrana będziesz moja, twoja ja ciebie bardzo kocham.
Flamengo, you are the one polka. Thank you very much.
God, that's so funny to hear you say. I heard of it. I know, it's come to a tree.
Send us to Carl.
Yatsek!
Yatsik, there you go. Also Hannah.
Go Yatsek! Here we go. Hannah, this one's for you too, bitch. Look up. Look alive.
And I sit there and I'm like, wait, this is one of the things.
Hannah, this one's for you too.
I know, it's not you, it's just, well, we all know it's I got roots for today.
Play me a song that makes me feel good, or play me a song that makes me feel good. Any way you play it, any way you sing it, I just wanna hear a song from you. Play me a song that makes the people cry, or play me a song just to let the time go by. Any way you play it, any way you sing it, I just wanna hear a song from you. Play me a song that makes me feel good, or play me a song
One more time. Alrighty, that was most of it. All right, we're going to do one more song. Before we do that, though, I want to take this opportunity to introduce all the members of the band. Let me start over here. I'm over my shoulder. You'll see him here in a couple more minutes here with Eddie Foreman Orchestra, helping us out on bass guitar and vocals. Longtime friend of the band. We love him. Doing a great job back here. How about a big round of applause for Mr. Greg Blackbird? There you go. That's right. Over here on my far left on concertina, also you'll recognize him from a number of bands, but currently he's playing with the Blue Magic Band. On concertina and vocals all the way from a little town called Charleroi, Pennsylvania in Fallowfield Township. Would you, or Monongahela, Charleroi, whatever. I don't know, it's with Charleroi when I met you. Mr. Dave Morris. All right, I'm gonna jump on the other side of the stage. Over there on trumpet and vocals from Pennsylvania. Claysville, Pennsylvania. I'm afraid to say it now because I might get it wrong. But from Claysville, Pennsylvania, how about a big round of applause for Tammy Spalding? That's great. And next to her on trumpet and vocals from Monongahela, Pennsylvania. That happens to be my wife. How about a big round of applause for Vicky Zabrowski? And that takes me to behind me over my right shoulder on drums, leader of the New Tones for a number of years. Also, she has been one of your favorite female vocalists as awarded by the United States Folk Association. And tomorrow as well, she's up for that award once again. So how about a big round of applause for my boss, Vicky's sister, Dave's wife, Stacy Morris.
Thank you. And also, I'm sure you've seen him around a few times. Currently playing with Lenny Gomolka and with the New Tones, Mr. Rich Zabrowski.
Thank you, folks. We are the New Tones, and we had a ball playing here today. This is we normally play in the lounge, and I got to tell you, I love the lounge, but playing in the hall is a whole other story. So thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the band. We're going to do one more song just for our set. But don't forget, we got 2 more sets coming up, Eddie Foreman and also Polka Family. So when you go to bed tonight, or when you wake up tomorrow morning, when you're driving home, I ask one thing. Think of me. No, that's the name of the song, I'm sorry. Here we go, one called Think of Me. Yes, turn your clocks ahead. That's right, Bob. That's what I was thinking.
Think of me when you're lonely. Think
behalf of all the new tones, thank you so much for sticking around for our set. Right now, we'd like to welcome back onto the bandstand the wonderful sound of Eddie Foreman.
Hey,
Thank you so much.
let's give it up for the new tones. One more time.
Wait, what's going on? All right, with excitement and vigor, he says. I'm gonna do one more for you right now. Hey, for those of you that, this is a great opportunity. When you travel around the country, you see a lot of things happening. And in Western Pennsylvania, when somebody gets married, they do that money dance, right? Right. And Cleveland does as well. That's right. You're absolutely right, Helen. Right? I didn't mean to diminish Cleveland's power. But anyway, my point is, as you travel around, you don't see that everywhere. So we like to do this song, and we just all grew up playing this song because we all grew up hearing this song. So here we go for our last song of the evening, one called The Bridal Dance Polka.
Especially for Butch and his beautiful wife, Anita.
Oh. You know what? And I saw in Butch's eyes when I said bridal dance that he thought of nothing but you. That's sweet. There you go. All right, folks, we're going to turn things over. Thank you so much for letting us play that song. Appreciate you.
Nice. Let's give him a nice round of applause. It was great. Always fun sharing the stage with you guys. And guys and gals, I should say.
Thanks for lending us your bass player.